It's easy for us to judge. We judge people all the time. We're constantly judging. But generally, what a person wears says a lot about them as a person. We judge people with tracksuits as well who wear tracksuits, but that's a little bit more complicated because there are lots of different types of tracksuits. But you can generally make the assumption that if you're wearing a branded tracksuit and you're in the middle of a city, nowhere near a sporting event, the car you're in probably isn't yours. If you're wearing a rugby tracksuit, you're driving your dad's Range Rover Sport, pretending it's yours. And if you're wearing a Gaelic football tracksuit, you can guarantee the car you're in is diesel. And it's amazing how small changes in somebody's attire can change the person completely. Like if you're wearing a suit, you're a professional. If you change the top half to a woolly jumper, you're now a farmer. If you add a baseball cap, you're now homeless. If you're wearing a tracksuit and you're in the middle of a sporting event, you're a sports person. If you change the top half to a woolly jumper, you're a sex offender. And if you change the bottom half to shorts, well, you know, probably just from Ballymena. But if you're one of those fellas who wears a jumper around your shoulders, you're just a knob.
Recession or no recession, my wife Caroline likes to have a new car every 4 years. Likes to keep up with the Joneses. The last one cost 12 grand. And with a new baby on the way, we need the space anyway. If I do 3 punishment beatings a week in my spare time, you know, evenings, weekends, bank holidays, at £80 a pop, you do the math.
And they say this was the very place where the Red Hand fell and Herman O'Neill was made king of all Ulster.
Very good tour guide. But I have a question about your Red Hand in Ulster.
Okay, I'll do my best.
You say that symbol come from myth about king for Kingdom of Ulster, yes?
Yes.
And the two clans decided that whoever's hand is touching the shore first, they becomes the king, yes?
So they say.
And Mr. O'Neill was losing, so he cutting off his right hand and throw him onto shore. First hand on shore, it's okay, he win! And he has become king, yes?
Yes, very good. Now if that's everything.
Bullshit.
Yes, bullshit. You see, Mr. O'Neill cut off his own right hand. No man in Ulster would cut off his own right hand. It is his second lady. He needed for,
Personal time.
personal time, yes. But this is not the problem I am having. If a man cut off his right hand using his left hand, then his throwing hand would be in his no-throwing hand. And he would throw like,
Girl.
That's right, baby. Like little baby girl. If he had a long boat, he might not even be able to reach end of boat.
6.2 meter.
My lady can throw human hand only 6.2 meter, and she has practice. There is no way, under stress and with first throw, that he would have been able to hit land. Hand would have gone plop into sea, and Mr. O'Neill would be silly little man, with no hand and no,
Personal time.
It is exciting story, but it is bollocks.
Okay, well, if that's everything.
Yes, what is for lunch? I really hope it is that frying up with the 11 different types of bread.
This is the great thing about stand-up comedy. I can talk about anything. That's what I love about it. Has anybody heard the song Rude Boy by Rihanna?
Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, is you big enough?
Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, is you big enough? And that's just the chorus. The song continues like that. It's quite explicit. And the thing about it is, it's played everywhere. In swimming pools, in taxis, in buses, you name it. It's being played everywhere. I was standing in a queue in a chemist, and this song, Rihanna Rude Boy song, was playing in the background and was playing very loud. And I was surrounded by old age pensioners who didn't seem to cop on at all to what was being said on the radio. They were maybe just too busy buying files for their bunions. I've no idea what pensioners buy. But I got this tap on the shoulder, and it was from this little old lady, a lovely little old lady in a little voice. She said to me, excuse me. And then she continued to say, I have no idea, because I couldn't hear because of the Rude Boy song was on. All I could hear was, come here, rude boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, is you big enough? And I know it was only my imagination, but her lips seemed to start to synchronize with the words. She could have been telling me that her leg had fallen off while trying to prevent the mafia from stealing her dog. I have no idea, because all I could hear now was, give it to me, baby, like boom, boom, boom. But it's amazing how a normal situation can turn into a very surreal situation just by throwing in music. And it doesn't have to be sexually explicit lyrics to make it a surreal moment. Like, I was in the changing rooms in the gym, and I watched an old man struggle to take his jumper off to this song.
And welcome here to Wonder Willie. I decided to walk the whole way from Abu Dhabi and United Arab Emirates all the way to Ballyhalberton, County Down, and you're just catching me in my last leg home. I'm way to talk to the fine owner of this country house, and who knows, maybe we'll have a wee fiddle with each other before I go. Hello there, Sammy. On the way in, I couldn't help noticing the amount of foreign nationals wandering the grounds.
Aye, that's right, Willie. To bring more visitors into the estate, we've been rounding up some illegal immigrants and charging wealthy businessmen to come and shoot at them. Like a team-building exercise. Brings us in a few pound.
Needless to say, Sammy, and you know, it reminds me of a wee song. Do you think you could show me around the state before I start?
Absolutely, Willie.
Now, Sammy, legend has it that this is the site of one of the worst massacres in the history of this great green land.
Aye, that's right, Willie. 'Twas only last week. You see, a man appeared at the gates wielding what you would call a machete.
Well, that's very interesting, Sammy, but I have to head now, I'm afraid. It's time for me to wander off into the forest for a fiddle.
Anyway, my name has been Diarmuid Corr, and you've been great, thank you.